Greetings, geeks and geekarellas. It is me. I am back. It is finale time. That's right. Black Lightning finale. Oh, we need to talk about this. But in order to talk about it, I'm going to have to recap. And recap involves spoiling. So, if you hadn't seen it, I'd really suggest you go and watch it, come back, and then watch this. So, sorry. Let's get into this. Our episode begins with flashbacks to Jeff and his father. And we find out that Jeff's quote thing is from his father. We later find out that also his school mantra came from his father. And then we see Jeff at the funeral. Then we see him on the streets and two riot cops try to beat the crap out of him. And he shocks them back. Then he runs into an electric fence and it kind of oversurges him. And he passes out. Keep in mind, he's still a kid. We jump back to modern time where Jeff is passed out and everyone's worried about him. Jennifer even goes outside to think about things, and then Uncle Gamby comes and talks to her for the first time in this season. We get to see the two of them talk alone, which is cool, because he really is like a grandpa figure to these girls, which is so awesome. So, and he reveals to her that the bad guys aren't metas. They're all experiments. Whale and his crew. Tobias Whale has a serum that he takes, that he injects himself with, that helps give him strength and give him longevity. And his strength is currently 3 times the size of a normal man. And we also find out that Cyanide, what's her deal? Apparently, because of the longevity of Whale's serum, he's lived for a very long time. So apparently he found Cyanide when she was young. She was an abandoned baby with her umbilical cord choking her before people found her. I think it was before Tobias found her. Could be wrong there. But anyway, he raises her, but then that comes with a cost, because apparently he put this like body armor stuff under her skin. Shit. Sorry, I got something in my eye. And then we find out like really what's going on with Khalil. That the experimentation that gave him the new spine also came with a side effect that he secretes this like venom stuff like a snake, which that's what we saw last episode, him going all Spider-Man with. They managed to make gauntlets that can absorb it and turn it into little darts that he can then shoot out. So, this is going on. We get a touching moment with Jeff when he's still passed out where he sees his dad. And it's sad, but really well acted. Cress Williams is a really good actor. Kind of jumbled that whole sentence into one word. So, he then comes back, but he doesn't have his powers. Too bad for them, because right around this time, Proctor comes with ASA agents to raid the place. And I think they said it was like 20-something people. And Jeff doesn't have his powers currently. They didn't come when he woke up, so they're like, okay, what are we gonna do? Lynn pulls a badass move and grabs a shotgun. It's like, yeah, my dad took me hunting. They come up with the idea that Gamby's gonna do a suicide mission in the front door wall that distracts everyone, and Jeff gets everyone out the back. Jeff and Anissa. But then Jeff puts on his suit and he's like, nope, new plan. I'm going to suicide myself from the front. You take Anissa and Lynn and Jen and go to the car that Gamby had secretly stashed away. But then, basically, Jen's like, nope. Fully powers on. Then gives him like a recharge hug to the point where she's passing out. Which is good, because that means that next season she'll probably get a suit. Even though in the comics she doesn't really have a suit, but they've now given her a reason why she needs a suit in the show. And that's because her powers take a lot out of her. So that's cool. But yeah, so she recharges Jeff. And we get this badass fight scene, par for the course for this show, of Anissa and Jeff fighting together, taking out all these ASA agent guys. Boom, boom, boom. All while Shining Star is playing. Then Anissa gets into some trouble because they've got they've got a gun to subvert her powers. But then that only lasts one commercial break, and then we get Timmy Turner, the song, playing. And we get more of them being badass. We even get a moment where one of them actually makes it inside the cabin where they're all staying. And Jen's like, nope. Blasts him out. Which was really cool. And so they defeat all the agents. Proctor's like, retreat. But before he can tell them to, his base goes on lockdown because they're getting invaded. Because Tobias saw the military people going out, so he's like, time to take over. So Tobias, Cyanide, and Khalil come in. Mainly Khalil, honestly, from what we saw. Taking down everyone left and right. It's pretty cool. Still while Timmy Turner's playing for some reason. But honestly, that's the best use I've seen of that song. So Proctor then runs away. But meanwhile, while that is going on, since Lightning Crew, Team Lightning, I guess you could say. While Team Lightning takes out all the guys and discovers and basically says that they'll keep coming after them. So they're like, okay, we'll take it to them. So when Proctor runs, he runs away from Tobias and his crew to Jeff and his crew, his family. And it's here that we find out that Proctor was working on his own, that it's not really the ASA. That he's gone rogue and taken a lot of agents with him. Presumably lying that they are still part of the ASA. And he's talking about how he's going to take them over. Jin does like a 1-2 on him. Gets that whole electric noose lasso thing and goes pow, pow, with him. Which is cool. Even when Jeff was like, Jennifer. And also this episode, we really get to see how racist and bigoted Proctor really is, to the fact where twice in the episode he says, "Make America Great Again." Ugh. So he's going off on Gamby, how Gamby's a monster. Gamby's like, "You're right, I am a monster." Bam, bam, bam. Kills Proctor right then and there. You're like, damn, Gamby. Wow. So Proctor's dead. Things seem kinda happy. We even get this cool scene where Jeff and the girls are running. Another cool song is playing in the background. And we started this season by getting a voiceover by Jen, and we end it by getting a voiceover by Jen. But then, in true CW fashion, after the ending, we get a little bit of stinger. And a couple points in this episode, we've gotten hints at this mysterious briefcase. Then we see at the end Tobias opening it up, and we don't see what it is, but it has a literal green light to it. And Tobias says that he's the king of Freeland now, and his first order of business is to take out Black Lightning. That's how we truly end the episode and the season. Oh my god. Ooh. This was a really good show. I mean, I have to go back and watch, but I think this competes with Flash for best DC TV first season. And also, I have to make the comparisons because they're so similar. I think this is better than Luke Cage. Which, Luke Cage I liked, but it definitely went a little downhill once they killed off a certain character. But anywho, I even think that this is a bold statement to say, and I'll have to go back and watch, But I think this also might have had better music than Luke Cage, which that's what Luke Cage did best of the MCU, so that's a big statement to say. But I think I believe that. But anyway, that's all for now. If you want to know more of my thoughts of the season as a whole, go over to Mr. J's Reviews. Each week, him and I do a video podcast of TV called Channel Chasers, and this week we're talking about Legends of Tomorrow Season 1 this Sunday, but a week from Sunday, I mean Season 3 of Legends. But a week from Sunday, we're discussing Black Lightning Season 1 as a whole. So if you want any more further thoughts from me about Black Lightning, go ahead, check that out. That's it for me. And actually, regrettably, that's it for me for today. Because, unfortunately, yet again, I forgot to record Rise. Which honestly won't be a problem next week because Black Lightning's not out. But I will be doing it tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Instead of today getting 2 reviews, tomorrow you're getting 2 reviews. Rise and Krypton. But that's it for now. Till next time, and beyond.